So today I would like to talk to you a little bit about one of my favorite apps. It's called Epic, and it's an awesome resource for anybody who teaches reading, or really any content area as well, as there's tons of books on here. I always like to have a literacy connection, even with my math lessons. So it is free for all educators, but there is a subscription cost for parents. It is $7.99 per month for up to 4 kids, and you can see there's lots of favorite kinds of books. It really is very easy for kids to use. You can track their progress and see how many minutes they're spending reading. There's also audio books, which is great for kids when they need a little, break. For educators, as I said, it is free. All you have to do is create an account. You can see there's lots of free resources for your classroom. Over 25,000 books. You can do individual profiles for students. It's very easy to set up. All you do is create your account, add your students, and they can get started. There's also tons of educator resources, emails, flyers, tips for classrooms. There are a couple testimonies as well. Over here, let's see some more educator resources because there's even more. You can keep track of your kids by reading logs. They can win badges and avatars. You can also download lesson plans, classroom tips, and Present Epic. So you can share it with colleagues. It gives you a little bit of idea of some of the resources for educators. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my account and show you once you sign in the features of the app. So the first thing that you'll notice is this is my login, which gives me access to all my student profiles over here. And just for confidentiality reasons, I had my son do a guest login and spend a little bit of time so that you could kind of see books finished, hours read, and when it was last active. It's easy to import books to Google Classroom, which is awesome. I used that last year a considerable amount. There are different activities. So as you can see, you get to view the videos that they've seen, the books that they have logged into, and whether they have finished them or not. So that's pretty awesome. And then you can see this is what it looks like when you earn a badge. There are also quizzes, and you can see here that after there are stories, there are little quizzes that can be taken, and you can review the results right here, and then it'll pop up for you. So it's another option to have a little activity at the end, as well as assignments. I'm going to show you now what it's like to search for a book. And you can see there's popular search words, but let's say I'm doing a lesson on measurement. Whoops. I like to have a literacy connection for my math lessons, and so this is a great way for you to find some related materials. You can find videos to share as the class, or you can upload them to Google Classroom. It gives you an idea of the age range they think that would be appropriate. And you can see age ranges up to 12 years of age. See if there's a couple here that are more challenging. There's one for 8 to 10. There's another 9 to 11. So breaks it down by age range, videos, books. It's real easy to add something to your favorites. All you do is click on this and it will add a book to your favorites. So that's pretty awesome. If you click on the browse, you can see there's recommendations, collections, bedtime stories, community outings, animals, all different kinds of things. There's also some recommended quizzes right here. And the more your kids read, the better they are at making recommendations. I can show you my library. I created a couple of collections last year when I was experimenting with this. So here's one on fractions. And if I click on that, you can see I selected a couple of books as well as a video. And what's great about this is I can make a couple of different assignments. They can have different reading levels. And it also gives students an opportunity to make some choices about the books that they are reading. So I really like that aspect of it. Sometimes we do it as a class on the whiteboard, especially if I've included some video content for the lesson. But then they can always go back and revisit one of the books, especially if they completed a lesson early. So I love that feature. I can always have books in here for them to look at in my library. There's a little mailbox here for messaging. And then this will take you back to your dashboard.